Everybody, Dan Hellman here from Hellman Holistic Health, and welcome to this edition of the H3 featured exercise. Today's featured exercise is called the toe touch drill. Now, the toe touch drill can also be used as a test. So what I want to do first is show you how to set up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be testing my left side. And you see I have a stick in my right hand. Now the reason why I put the stick there is a lot of people, when you do this particular test, they don't have the balance or the stability to be able to stand on one foot. So you can use a stick to counterbalance that. But I'm going to get rid of the stick. I'm going to do it on my own. So again, I'm going to start with the left side. I'm going to stand on my left foot. And I want to make sure that my foot is nice and stable and anchored into the ground. Now I'm going to stand on one leg, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick a clock down on the floor. So I got 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way around back to 12. And all you're going to do is you're going to have the client step out to 12 o'clock as far as they can and come back. Now typically you step 3 times to each number. And each time you want to try to step just a little bit further. Now notice that I'm squatting and I'm sitting into the step. I'm not letting my left heel come off the ground. So I go to 12 o'clock, again 3 steps, each one try to go a little bit further. Then I go to 2 o'clock, and I do that all the way around the clock until I get to 6 o'clock. Then I change sides. So I'm standing on my right leg, and then again I start at 12 o'clock, again 3 times. I go to 11, I go to 10, 9, again all the way back to 6. Now during the test, what you're watching for is you're watching for something called medial rotation instability, or MRI. So what that looks like is as I step forward, I'm watching the client's foot, and if the foot stiffs, it caves in like that or goes flat-footed, that's called medial rotation instability of the foot. And I'm also watching the patella, or the kneecap. And if the kneecap drops inside the second toe, that's medial rotation instability of the knee. Now the other thing you can watch for is the pelvis. As I put weight on my right side and as I step forward, if you notice this big drop in the pelvis, that's called a Trendelenburg sign. And typically that's weakness in the gluteus medius on this side, the adductors on this side, and the quadratus lumborum on the left side. So that's the test. Again, 3 times to each position. And now that you know the test, what's really cool is you can now turn this test into an exercise. And the toe touch drill is actually a precursor to a step up, it's a precursor to a lunge, and it can be a precursor to a squat. So when I do the actual exercise and people are having a hard time with their balance or with their stability, again I will let them use a stick to guide. I will typically put them in front of a mirror. I may draw a line down the middle of the patella, and I may draw a line on the second toe. And it's the client's job, or it's your job, to make sure that the kneecap always tracks over the second toe while you go around or while you go through the clock. Always work on getting deeper and deeper and deeper while you're controlling your knee. So again, the toe touch drill is not just only a test, it's also an exercise. If you have any questions regarding this exercise, you can always contact H3 at 954-566-0585. We welcome any emails to info@hellmanholistichealth.com. And you know our motto, it's better body, better life.